Yo, what's going on YouTube? Jan Moses here back with another My Team video. I just got home a short while ago. You can see I'm still in my scrubs. I was actually looking forward to making a video today going over what my prediction is going to be for the holiday event, the Christmas event. I don't know what my team's going to be calling it, but they're going to be revealing the details of it on Wednesday, so in 2 days, and I believe it's going to be coming out this Friday, December the 8th. So we will see. I'm going to have my prediction for what I believe that event is going to entail a little bit later on in the video. But today, while I was working, I saw this tweet from the MyTeam Twitter page talking about the season rewind coming to MyTeam tomorrow, featuring what looks to be 30 moment cards. They're calling them 2K numbers and breakout players, but these are moment cards. I will say, first and foremost, I am not a big fan of the inconsistency in the card art. You can see some of the players, namely only 3 of the diamonds and 1 of the amethysts right here, have the numbers, their stats on the card art, which is one of the main things I liked about the card art, that they were honoring that player's performance for that game by showing their numbers from that game on the card. And yet, of the 30 players that we're seeing here, and I'm not sure if Kyle Kuzma and Rudy Gobert are involved or included in those 30. It looks like they are, right? Because we have 12, 14 here, probably another 14 here. So yeah, these are the 30. So of the 30 cards on the screen right now, only 4 of them have numbers on them from their performances. So that's pretty lame. I kind of wish 2K was a little more consistent, but the one nice thing is the only player I really care about in this entire collection, Jalen Brunson, he's getting a diamond for the performance he had a few, I want to say it was Thursdays or Fridays ago. I forget when it was, but it was in an in-season tournament qualifying game against the Bucks where Dame dropped, I think Dame dropped like 40, and then Jalen dropped 45, and the Knicks barely lost. Heartbreaking loss. Hopefully the Knicks can pull out a W against Milwaukee tomorrow in the quarterfinals. We will have to see. Very excited about that. But anyways, I digress. We get this tweet from the MyTeam official Twitter page, and I'm pretty upset because I see 30 cards, and there's no mention of any of them being earnable via, grinding the game. All I see mentioned are the player market and pack markets, and that's really, really frustrating because my biggest gripe with NBA Tournament Battles, that collection, was that they sold it to us as, oh, here's your opportunity to spend 15 or 16,000 MT on these 30 Emerald cards that you need to get the Amethyst Tyler Hero, the Amethyst MPJ, and then you lock those 2 in for the Diamond Jokic, which was fine. Like, I thought the Diamond Jokic card is cool, but I'm not going to spend 450k on a bunch of Emeralds, the majority of which are not really going to get upgraded, I believe, past a Sapphire or a Ruby. I'm not really that interested in that, especially when MT, while it's easy to come by this year, once you spend it, it's basically money sunk because you're not going to be able to really sell those players that you get back for nearly as much MT as you pay to get them, as has been well documented by a lot of people in the MyTeam community over the last few months. The 60% tax is brutal. But what is really nice that MyTeam included as a reply to their tweet, their initial tweet for the season rewind, is well, I guess it's 2 things. The first of which is we're going to be getting agendas for equal chance packs. I don't remember which video I mentioned this in. It may have been a few videos, but it could have been in my clutch time offline method video that I put out for Akeem, or it could have been the podcast that I uploaded with Harry. I talk about how we didn't get enough equal chance packs via agendas in season 2. I believe we only had 1. I want to say 1, and that was, I think, early on in the season for Liftoff. And I'd like for us to get more of that because, I feel like, as I've mentioned a bunch, I think, in the past, it's going to be really tough for 2K to continue to give us agendas where we can earn the entire set, because these sets that we're getting now are starting to contain, high tier cards that are going to be very expensive. But if we can get equal chance packs to at least give us, a portion of the collections that we get every week and give us a shot at some of the higher tier cards. Like, if you look at some of these diamonds that we have here, I mean, obviously, as a Knicks fan, I really want Jalen Brunson, and knowing my luck, because I've had awful pack luck historically throughout my entire my team career. Um, Between the Jeremy Grant, De'Aaron Fox, DeJounte Murray, and Jalen Brunson, between those four diamond cards, you would think that the majority of people would not want Jalen Brunson, right? 6'1" point guard, probably not going to be that good on defense. I mean, they gave Allen Iverson really good defensive ratings, but because he's 6 foot flat, he gets bullied down low, and not against like tall point guards. I'm not complaining that, oh, my Allen Iverson was getting bullied in TT Online by the likes of Diamond Magic Johnson. Dwayne Wade was taking me with, using Allen Iverson to the cup every single time. And I really couldn't stop that Dwayne Wade or whoever else was driving on my Allen Iverson unless I got lucky with a strip with that Hall of Fame glove. If my opponent got into the restricted area with their point guard, they were scoring over Allen Iverson every time. And unfortunately, that'll probably happen to Jalen Brunson. But for me, when it comes to my team, I think there's still something to be said about playing with your favorite players in this game mode. I played NBA 2K13 my team, the first my team that ever came out. And one of the things that I loved about it, besides the fact that all the ratings were realistic, which is more my vibe, I'm grinding for this Hakeem who can shoot threes, and I don't think Hakeem really ever took threes. And if he did, I think he was 20%, 25% from deep in his career. And we gave that card a 74 three ball. It's still crazy to me, but whatever. I mean, that's just the way of the times, right? That's just the way my team is currently constructed, and that's fine. I'm choosing to play the game mode as it is, so I have to accept it as it is, I guess. But anyways, I digress. I'll get off my soapbox. I want this Jalen Brunson card. He's, my favorite player on the Knicks right now, and I think being able to use a player card of my favorite player, especially given, the card that that he's getting is going to be for his 45-point performance against the Bucks. Unfortunately, in a losing effort like 3 weeks ago. Hopefully, the Knicks can pull out a W somehow against Milwaukee in Milwaukee. But we'll have to see. Cautiously hopeful, but we'll have to see what happens. I think Brunson is going to be the least desirable card of these four diamonds, and I think a lot of people are going to get him for that reason. But I feel like, knowing my luck, I'm going to end up getting any of the other three. And if you look at the other three, you have DeJounte Murray, who I've heard good things about his animations and his SIGs. I'm not really big into that. I just don't know the different bases and the different behind the backs. That's just, I get a card for free from grinding, and then I take him into freestyle, and I see if the few dribble moves that I do feel effective with that player. And if they don't, then I adjust. That's just the way I am. I'm not here to, seek out cards that have elite animations, outside of a jump shot. Like, if a player has a really bad jump shot, I'm not going to buy him. But other things like dribble moves and stuff like that, I don't really dribble like that. I'd rather run freelances on offense and try and score that way, as if, my clutch time offline videos didn't give that away. But I think the DeJounte Murray is going to be really good. I think the Jeremy Grant's going to be really good because he's going to be a wing that can probably play solid defense at whatever height he is, 6'7", 6'8". De'Aaron Fox is going to probably be pretty quick. And I felt like he had good animations when I used his Ruby card from Domination. And so I'm trying to make arguments for the other three players so that 2K thinks that I want those three, and then they give me Jalen Brunson. So 2K, if you're listening to me, just give me Jalen Brunson. I know he's the worst card probably from that entire set of diamonds, but that's the card I want. Give him to me, damn it. I want it. Also, I'm pretty confident we're going to be able to get a crack at those diamonds because you can see new agendas for earnable equal chance packs for each gem level. So each, that has to mean every, and every means emerald, sapphire, ruby, amethyst, diamond, which makes sense. There are going to be 30 cards. 28 of them are going to be earnable because the Kuzma and the Rudy Gobert are collection rewards. So of those 28, you're giving us a chance to earn 5 of them. I think that's totally fair because the majority of these cards are not going to be usable. The thing that I really like is that we're going to be getting these deluxe packs. If for nothing else than just collector level, I like that we're going to be able to hopefully get these deluxe packs, I'm hoping, at a pretty good clip. I play a lot of Clutch Time Offline. Obviously, I've already put out 2 videos on Clutch Time Offline, and the season's 4 days old. But between Clutch Time Offline and Triple Threat Offline, those 2 game modes have the door mini game after you win a game in those 2 respective game modes. And I'm hoping that we can see these deluxe packs for the season rewind every 5 to 7 games, if not more frequently, because that's how often I'm seeing the NBA Series 1 base packs, I feel like. So if we can see these deluxe packs pop up a good amount in the door mini game, I think that'll be awesome. Even if I just pull mostly sapphires and emeralds, I mean, that's totally fine, because that's basically what I'm pulling out of the base Series 1 packs. If not worse, I'm usually getting golds out of those. So I think that's pretty dope. All in all, I think this is a win for 2K. I want to see more stuff like this. And I would like it if they include tweets like this in the initial tweet, because when this tweet came out, only mentioning that we're getting these 28 players and they're going to be in the pack market and player market, I was pretty upset, because it gave me vicious flashbacks to my frustration surrounding the tournament battles program that we got. Okay, last thing I want to talk about, the Christmas event coming to MyTeam this Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. We're going to be getting the details for it coming out on Wednesday. I was going to record the video either today or tomorrow, and then when I saw that the season rewind was coming out tomorrow, I wanted to make a video on the season rewind, but I'm going to be pretty busy tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming my reaction to the GTA 6 trailer with my partner in crime at Broth Cindy, Tony. We're going to be reacting pretty early in the morning, I think, probably 8 a.m. Eastern, just because the trailer leaked, and so we want to kind of get on it as early as possible, but I didn't want to react to it tonight, so I've been trying to avoid all spoilers as best I can. So we're going to do that, and then probably play some Pokemon Unite, just because that's what we do whenever we're streaming together for the most part, until we find our next game. But I'm going to be busy tomorrow in the afternoon, so I didn't have time to record this. I'm rambling at this point, but the point is, I'm going to give you my thoughts on what is coming to MyTeam this week for the Christmas event. I think if you look at how MyTeam has done their events this year so far in NBA 2K24 MyTeam, we've been getting events that have basically been like the Freaky event that we had for Giannis. And just to go to my screen here for a second, if you forgot, as my controller turned off because I was off of MyTeam for so long, I was on that damn Google Chrome screen. If you look at Freaky, the way they sold this to us, because we had these 5 collections, or these 5 inserts right here, right? We were able to grind for 3 of them, right? So the way 2K is phrasing it to you, or showing it to you by this screen alone, is you have a chance to grind for 60% of the collection for Giannis, which is true if you don't look at the players' prices. Even with you grinding for these 3 cards here, you still had to pay roughly, I think, 1 million to 1.1 million for Magic Johnson and Chet Holmgren sets. These are still very expensive sets. I mean, Paul George now is only 203k, but I believe he was like 250k or so when he first came out. And then same thing here with the Chet Holmgren set. Brandon Ingram is now 220k, so this set is still pretty expensive. The Amethyst Page is still 100k, so I don't know how much the Giannis would cost now, but I think he's still pretty pricey. The Majestic set, also pretty similar. They gave us the ability to grind for, let's see, how do you get this? Let me see how I can show this to you better. Well, we had the James Harden. I didn't realize I had every card in this set except for Kareem and Harden, but that's the way it works, right? They show you all these cards, and you're like, oh man, I'm only missing Kareem and James Harden. But then you look at how to get Kareem and James Harden. You can't buy them from the player market. You can pack them from the pack market if you're crazy lucky, but you need to go out and you need to spend. I mean, Siakam is still 184k. Pete is still 84k. I mean, you have to probably spend upwards of 900k for the LeBron. But again, how do they sell it to you? You can grind for more than half of the set if you just look at the number of player items, but then you have to get, 2 headliners that are going to each cost you 400 to 500k roughly, which is obnoxious. I think we're going to get the same deal on Friday for the Christmas event. And I think that Christmas event is going to lead to us getting our first pink diamond in NBA 2K24 MyTeam. That's earnable through packs. Technically, the first pink diamond player that we've been seeing a few people get, and I know there have been a number of people complaining about who got this card first. And if they're serious about like complaining about who got this card first, the only thing I'm going to say, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, is seek help. Like, you need it. If you're that salty over not getting recognition from the official MyTeam page that you were the first person to get Hakeem, grieve, get all that negative energy out, and then get back to your daily grind, okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. If you don't count Pink Diamond Hakeem as the first Pink Diamond to come, I think the first real Pink Diamond non-reward card that's going to be coming to Season 3 as part of the Christmas event is going to be Pink Diamond Kobe Bryant. I think that makes all the sense in the world. We have not gotten a Kobe Bryant card yet in MyTeam outside of the rewards that we got for pre-ordering the game on day one. Besides that, the only other Kobe that we've seen is the collector level Dark Matter Kobe, who no one is going to get for at least the next few months. So to me, it makes sense that we get Kobe Bryant. I want to make sure that I'm showing the right thing on my screen. Looks like I am. I don't know who designed this card on oh, this guy KDC824. Shout out to you making this card last Sunday. Looks really dope. I don't think we're gonna get him in a Team USA jersey. It'll definitely be in a Lakers jersey. But nevertheless, you get the point. Pink Diamond, Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant coming to MyTeam on Friday. That's my prediction. I feel like that's not that spicy of a take, but I think the way they're going to set up the Christmas event is going to be similar to the Freaky event and to the way they set up the Majestic program for LeBron. I would love to be wrong. I would love for them to give us the opportunity to grind and, you know, actually make a dent in the set, not give us, you know, the chance to grind for half or, you know, 60% of the set, but the players that we grind for end up being the cheapest ones. I don't really care about that, because if that's the case, I'm not going to grind for Kobe. You know, Jimmy Butler is going to fit my playstyle much more than Kobe, but I know Kobe's a fan favorite. He's going to sell packs. People are going to be going crazy trying to get all the players to build them, which I think is going to be awesome. I'm hoping that we get something else kind of like the Thanksgiving event, where we got to play the game and earn packs. And if we do, please 2K, please make the packs better than those Thanksgiving packs, because like I like getting the mural pieces as often as I did, but whenever I was not getting a mural and I got like a head injury card for playing a game, that was really frustrating. So yeah, that's all I have for you. I'm sorry I try to keep this video a little bit shorter, but this is why I don't like recording at night. I end up rambling, and you know, I feel like most of my tangents were on topic for the most part, but if you did not feel that way, I'm really sorry. Those are my thoughts for the what was this event called? The Season Rewind coming to MyTeam tomorrow, and my prediction for what is coming to MyTeam on Friday. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys soon. Until next time, peace.